trustee of Ramon Magsaysay Awardee Foundation, member of the Magsaysay family, and fellow Ramon Magsaysay Awardee, and member of diplomatic corps, ladies and gentlemen, I stand here today honored and humbled to be conferred the prestigious Ramon Magsaysay Award, the greatest honor. I, by no means, elite doctor. I kept failing entrance exam. It took 4 years to be accepted to the medical school, and 7 more years to graduate it. But the reason why I did not give up because of a promise I made to myself when I was 17. That was when I overheard the medical staff speaking disrespectfully of my father, who was fighting of his last fight against cancer. I said to myself, then I become a doctor who can empathize with the feeling of a patient. That conviction has stayed since. I parted with what comfortable life I had in Japan for a new challenge in Vietnam 20 years ago because of the same conviction. There is shocking prevalence cataract, blindness in the country. What was more shocking, that was the patient typically would become the hospital only when they are in dire situation, when they lost sight in both eyes. I met once 6 years boy who was one eye light negative, the other eye retinal detachment. He needed surgery urgently, but on the day of the surgery, he did not show up. He could not afford the surgery. How was this 6 years boy going to live the rest of his life? Was there anything that I could have done? I have not able to forgive myself since then for having let the boy go. That was when I decided when the patient cannot pay, I will simply tell them, no worry, I will be all right. It will be all right. I will pay for on my pocket money. And so please have a surgery. Most of you never conscious that you can see. Now, may I ask you, all of you, to close both eyes for just a moment? How would you feel if you have to live in the darkness for the rest of your life? That will have to depend on your family to assist you all your life. How would you feel if you were that 6 years boy? Please open your eye now. It scared me too. Think about the darkness. But that is precisely the situation millions of people still find themselves in today. When a child cannot read or write, unable to go to school because of the blindness, it means the child deprived of opportunity to explore the full potential of the life that God has given. There are adults who cannot see and live every day feeling helpless, useless, and hopeless simply because they do not see the light ahead in life. Is there anything I can do as an ophthalmologist? It is bring the light to such people so that they will turn their despair to hope and live a better life they deserve to live. As I said, I'm a no-mean elite doctor. I just feel with the joy when the patients smile, when they can see it again. I find happiness in working with the doctors that I train and providing free surgery for the people across the region Asia. My wish to be there where it is needed, where there are people who want to see the light, because I know that the regaining vision is not only about the able to see, but about discovering hope in life. Let there be light. God bless you all. I'd like to introduce my fellow, my friend and brother, Dr. Hon, come from Vietnam. He is a very contribution for our activity. Thank you so much. So, ありがとうございます。